Hello everybody, my name is Miss Emily DeCrody, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use Finale Speedy Entry with MIDI input. When I first started using Finale, I always used simple entry, which is effective, but it's very tedious, especially for larger projects. Finale Speedy Entry with MIDI input allows you to use a MIDI keyboard along with your QWERTY keyboard to input musical notation, rather than manually dragging and dropping notation onto the staff. Today, I'll be demonstrating how to use Speedy Entry to input rests, notes, and other basic shortcuts like dots, ties, and beams. Let's get started. The Finale Speedy Entry tool is located in the main toolbox or under the Tools tab at the top of the screen. To begin using Speedy Entry, select the Speedy Entry tool. A white box will appear around the first measure of the piece. To work in a different measure, click on the measure you'd like to begin entering notes and rests into. Getting into rest entry, your QWERTY keyboard has a number pad and/or a set of numbers above the letter keys, and we're going to use either of these numbers to indicate the duration of the note. The 7 key creates a whole rest or whole note. The numbers below that continue to divide the rest or note value in half. So, the 6 key creates a half note or half rest. The 5 key creates a quarter note or quarter rest. The 4 key creates an eighth rest or eighth note. The 3 key creates a 16th rest or a 16th note, and so on. If the notes appear crowded, don't worry. Finale will auto-space it for you when you click away from it. Pressing any of these numbers will input a rest of the designated value. Make sure to simply tap the number. If you hold it down, Finale will continue to input rests until you let go of the button. You'll need a MIDI keyboard for this mode of note speedy entry. Speedy entry without MIDI input is possible, so if you don't have a MIDI keyboard, I'll put the link in the description to where you can find the QWERTY keyboard controls. Note entry is very similar to rest entry in that the numbers on the number pad indicate the same values of notes as they did rests. For example, the 5 still indicates a quarter note, just as it indicated a quarter rest. To input a note, hold down the desired note on your MIDI keyboard. Make sure to play it in the desired octave because that is how it will be notated on your Finale document. While holding down the note, tap the desired note value on your number pad. Just like with the rests, if you hold down the desired value, Finale will continue to enter notes until you let go of the number key. You can hold down your MIDI key for as long as you'd like. I've been holding mine down this whole time. Finale will not enter notes played on your MIDI keyboard into Speedy Entry if you do not hit a number key on your QWERTY keyboard. To enter a chord into Speedy Entry, press and hold all of the notes that you would like in the chord, and press a number that corresponds with the desired note value. Tap the desired note value to create your chord. And as usual, my spacing is a little bit off here, so I'm going to click away from the screen, and it fixes the spacing for me. If you play a note incorrectly, you can select the note and hit the backspace key. There are lots of different keyboard shortcuts that you can use in Finale Speedy Entry. To add a dot to a note, press the period key after entering the note. I like to use this period key located on the number pad. If you want to tie one note to the next note, press the T key after entering the first note in the tie. Then enter the following note. If you want to change the beaming on your entered notes, select the note that you would like to unbeam or beam to the previous note. And click the backslash key, it's also the question mark key, on your QWERTY keyboard. See how the beam's separated there on the first two notes? For a full list of Finale Speedy Entry shortcuts, visit the Speedy Entry section of the Finale Encyclopedia linked in the description. Today we learned how to enter rests and notes using Speedy Entry with a MIDI keyboard. And we learned a few extra Speedy Entry shortcuts. Remember, when using Speedy Entry, always tap your desired note or rest value on your number pad instead of holding it down. Also, if you want to learn more shortcuts or want to learn how to use Finale Speedy Entry without MIDI input, visit the Finale Encyclopedia at the link in the description. Thanks for learning with me today. Have fun creating using your new skills on Finale Speedy Entry.